Hi and welcome to Settled or Back to Settled. Sean Kiefer here again to do another tutorial for you, this time on the net available income calculator. In short summary fashion, this calculator is designed to look at the income of the parties, taking into consideration child support and any alimony that would be paid and received, and it would be used to determine the net available income each party would have over at the end of each month, and you can also have annual numbers and tax consequences as well. Presently, what we are doing is we are working to combine the net available income calculator and the child support modules A and C. So you'll be able to enter that information at the same time and have one report that'll pull up both the information from the child support worksheets, the amount of child support due, and the net available income, so you could play with those numbers if need be and not have to bounce back and forth between the two screens. However, what you could simply do is, while we were working through to make those changes, if you wanted to look at numbers, you could go to your child support calculator and open that in a new link, and then simply move back and forth between those, as it were, that way. But this is about the net available income, and let's just work through that. Let's just say that the plaintiff has net available, or has an income of $1,257 a month, and the defendant's making, I think we've been using $4,800. We have the ability to add non-taxable income if any of the income was going to be non-taxable. As soon as you enter the numbers in, it'll show you what annual income is for each of the parties. Let's just say that they're filing married, filing separately for each of them. Let's just say that the plaintiff is the payee of $400 alimony, and the payor of the defendant is $400. The reason it does not default is if you have a scenario where a payor is paying alimony not only to this spouse but to someone else, we didn't want to have it default just to the same number. We wanted to give the court the ability to put in the exact amount that was there. I think that we saw from the prior calculations in the previous tutorial that I think, let's just say we were doing a worksheet C calculation. I think it was somewhere around $840 a month that's being paid. And again, you have the ability, if there is some other child support being paid by the payor, you have the ability to enter that specifically, and so that's why it doesn't auto-populate. So we're using standard deductions. Those would default there. And let's just say you had 3 exemptions and 1 exemption. Once that's entered, simply press calculate, and it would come down and show you what the net available income would be for each party. And while I know things would change a little bit, for instance, if we added an extra $100 onto the support here, that would likely change somewhere in the range of, perhaps, let's just take it down to $800. I'm not saying that's exact, but just for exemplar purposes, if you did that and left everything the same, you can see how the numbers change, so you can look at what's available each month. And you could use, this is designed to help determine with the exact amount of support and child support as to what would be available for each party at the end of each month if you needed to derive through to a figure. As I said, we're presently in the process of combining both the net available income and the child support guidelines, so this information would be entered all on the same page and would print in one report. So we'll let you know when that happens. But again, questions, support@settled.com, and then the next tutorial will address asset division, so you can see how to use that sheet and that particular module of the program for asset division issues. So as always, thank you very much.